Israelis serving in the army are facing some of their biggest battles on home soil. Ultra-Orthodox Jews enlisted in the army are coming under attack from their own Hasidic communities, where most believe it's a sin to serve. RT's Paul Eslier reports.
It's the basic mission of a soldier to fight for his or her country. But for the few hundred ultra-Orthodox Israeli soldiers, the fight is on two fronts. They're also coming under fire from within their own Hasidic communities for serving in the Israeli Defense Forces. In the hardcore religious neighborhoods, the graffiti warns religious soldiers that if you made it here, you're in the wrong place. There was even a flyer distributed saying that to kill an ultra-Orthodox soldier is a blessing. This soldier wants his face blurred because he fears reprisals.
I've myself experienced in those communities where 20 Hasidim were surrounding me, shouting, Nazi, Nazi, we're preparing grace for you and your friends in Mount Herzl.
The harassment is gaining momentum. There's now even a phone hotline that's been set up so people can snitch on those they know are serving or they've seen in uniform. It's gotten so bad that ultra-Orthodox soldiers say they now shed their uniforms before coming home. In these religious neighborhoods, there's room for only one type of uniform, the traditional black and white garb worn by hardline observers.
There was a friend of mine who was riding in his car in uniform in Jerusalem, and they stopped his car, took him out, beat him up, and then ran away.
The problem is that most ultra-Orthodox Jews believe the army is an unholy place. Many also refuse to recognize Israel, as they say there cannot be a Jewish state until the Messiah comes. And so fighting for the one via the other oversteps the boundaries of what's acceptable.
So basically the Haredi community is an inner conflict between how to relate to the country and to the secular people in the country. And they see those soldiers who are going into the army and later integrating into Israeli society as something that's impulsing into their way of living.
For 65 years, the ultra-Orthodox, who make up about 8% of Israel's 8 million citizens, have largely been allowed to skip compulsory military service to pursue their religious studies. But the government's now decided enough's enough, and the cabinet has approved a plan to gradually end automatic draft exemptions. But religious leaders are warning, if the law passes, it will be a declaration of war.
The issue is very simple. The state is trying to turn the ultra-Orthodox into becoming more secular. They say it openly. They want us to be incorporated into Israeli society and remove us from what they call our ghettos. We see that as a war on our way of life, on our religion. We feel persecuted.
For the small number who do serve in the army, they've been branded as collaborators and sellouts. But the assaults don't bother David. He's encouraging other ultra-religious soldiers to follow in his footsteps. After already serving a year and a half in combat, he's about to re-enlist to become a commander.
I feel every Jew has to serve in Israel, because it's a mitzvah from the Torah.
But whether the army will keep Israel's Jews together or tear them apart is a battle that has yet to be fought. Paul Eslier, RT, Jerusalem.